What is going on, monsters? It's Mike, and I'm back with another video. So today, when I got home from work, I seen something crawling at my front door, and it was this: The Walking Dead Magic the Gathering Secret Lair crossover. Now, yes, I know a lot of you guys think that this is a horrible product and probably Wizards of the Coast's worst product. I'm here to actually tell you I don't think it's as bad as you think, and I don't think the cards are as overpowered as you think. I know a lot of you guys will actually read this and won't open. The side also says dead inside. Just like me. Fucking dead. But anyways, let's get into this video. Let's look at the cards, look at the quality, and we'll go through why I think that this is not a bad product. Alright, now we're getting into this opening. Alright, let's talk about this box real quick. It looks pretty sick. I like it. It's like sturdy. It's dead inside. It's great. It's got this little rip tab, so we're just going to crack that open. See how that is. Alrighty. Now, I know people are... let's talk about something bad real quick. People are already price gouging this. I mean, you can see it online. Like, the cards are expensive, and people are, like, price gouging, and it's kind of messed up. I think it's a bad thing when something is not necessarily exclusive, because it really wasn't that hard to order. When I went online, the website was very easy. It told me the date it was going to ship out. It actually was supposed to ship out in January or end of December, and I was supposed to get it in January, but I know they shipped them out, I think, a little early from what the dates said. So that was a good thing. And just like all secret layers, I mean, there was no issues with this shipping with this one. Like, it was very linear and straightforward. So kudos to Wizards, because I know they've had issues shipping these. All right. I am a huge Walking Dead fan. Just to let everybody know. And it's it looks like the secret lair boxes. It's pretty sweet. So, cracking this open, turning it this way. It's pretty cool. It says Terminus. All right. Pulling this out. They got the cards there. I know some people were saying they've had some issues with the quality of the cards, which is not good, because you're paying, whatever for this product. Like, I paid, it was $50. Right now, they're getting price gouged online. So, which kind of sucks. I don't like that. I hate the price gouging. I think it's very bad for the game in general. Okay, so then there's stuff back here too. Alright, sorry about that. I was having a little bit of a camera issue. Sorry for that cut. But, alright, we're going to go on to the first card that was in this box. It is Lucille. And basically, it is an equipment card, and each creature gets +2/+0 and has menace. Or equipped creature gets that. Whenever equipped creature attacks, defending player sacks a creature. If they do, you create a walker token. Alright, now, it's a 2-mana equipment, and you equip per 4, and you have to swing at the creature. It's kind of a lot. This will never ever see play in Legacy, and I also don't think it'll see some play maybe in Commander, but it's not really like all that great. I mean, one thing can go wrong with this, and it's not worth the investment. Cool card though. I love that it's Lucille, and like I said, I'm a huge Walking Dead fan and a Jeffrey D. Morgan fan. So I don't think this card will ever see any real serious play in Commander or in Legacy. All right. Now we're gonna move on to the next couple cards. All right. So Rick the Steadfast. Rick the Steadfast leader. As Rick enters the battlefield, choose 2 abilities from among First Strike, Vigilance, and Lifelink. Humans you control have each of the chosen abilities. As long as you control 4 or more humans you control get +2/+2. I think in the entire pile, this is probably the best card. It does see play in Legacy, or it's seen play in Legacy in one deck, and it was obviously it was a humans deck, and it went 5-0 in a league. I think it happened like once, maybe twice. It's 4 mana, which is like fine in Commander. That's great. And but in Legacy, it's kind of a lot. It's your finisher in Legacy. So you spit out a bunch of humans, and then on turn 3, you spit this out, or turn 2, whatever, if you have like Noble Hierarchs or whatever and whatnot. So this card is probably the most powerful card, and will and does see some play. Of course, it'll be played in Commander. If you're playing humans in Commander, that's what you're going to be doing. As for like the artwork, it does have, you know what I noticed with these cards, there are scratches and stuff on them, which is like not cool because you just get them, but the camera's not really picking it up too much. But the art's cool. I like the art. That's cool. So, all right, we'll move on to the next one. Daryl, the Hunter of Walkers. Daryl's probably one of my favorite characters, as he is for everybody else in The Walking Dead. So, at the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent creates 3 Walker tokens. Daryl deals 2 damage to target creature. Whenever a zombie an opponent controls dies, draw a card. Okay, this is 4 mana. It's 2 generic, 1 red, 1 green. At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent creates 3 Walker tokens. Right there, I don't like that ability. I think it's actually like, it's not, it's like you're giving your opponent something. And then, you could tap this, deal 2 damage to target creature. So this whole point is you play this, you blow up one of their 2/2s, and then you draw a card. But here's the thing, you're getting rid of one of their creatures. Yes, that's great and all. I mean, and there's some synergy with other zombie cards, or if your opponent's playing like some sort of zombie deck and you kill them with removal or whatever, you draw cards, which is good. But the issue here is that it gives value to the opponent. It's not that great of a card. I can actually argue that I probably wouldn't want to play this too much, but I mean, or wouldn't really want to play this. I mean, it's a draw engine card, but there's better. That's the thing. There's definitely better in Commander. This is never going to see Legacy play either. You're not giving your opponent 6 power, and this is also 4 mana, and the ability is weak. So this will never see play in any sort of Legacy. I actually think the card's very weak. All right, Glenn, the Voice of the Calm. It has Skulk. Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Whenever Glenn deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to his power. Okay. We're going to talk about his CMC. 3 mana is great. It's a good card. It draws you cards. It's definitely good in Legacy. I think it's better in Legacy than it is in Commander. But the issue is, like, if you equip him, he gets more powerful, and then he can be blocked by other creatures. But I mean, creatures don't all do all that much, blocking in Legacy format, to be honest with you. You're not blocking with your Delver. So, I mean, he's a 1/3. And you're going to be probably playing him and drawing a card. Now, in Commander, he's good. He's a good card. I mean, he does kind of synergize with Rick. They're both humans. Obviously, all of the creatures in here, or all of the cards in here are humans. Human soldiers, warriors, stuff like that. So it does synergize with Rick a little bit, because it is white and he's white blue. So I would I'd say this is probably the second best card in here, from what I know. Cool art. I like the art. Sad that Glenn died at the hands of Mr. Negan in the show, but this is about magic, not Walking Dead. Lore. That's another thing I want to talk about is the lore, real quick. A lot of people are like, oh, the lore, Negan has a bat. It takes away from the lore, and, who I don't want to play with Walking Dead characters. The thing is, like I said, I mean, I use this as a reference for lore. If you're talking about different sets or playing Magic in general, we had dinosaurs crewing cars and pseudo helicopters, so vehicles. Magic's lore is so damn wonky, it's not even funny. I'm not talking about like the book lore. I'm talking about like card interactions. Like, if you want to be realistic, a vehicle should say can't be crewed by anything other than humans or dwarves or whatever. But my gripe with it is that these are just, honestly, warriors and humans with weapons. That's all it is. I mean, we've seen way crazier in Magic, or in other sets, in main sets, I don't think any of these cards are inherently broken. We're going to go on Michonne. She's 5 mana. When Michonne enters the battlefield, create 2 Walker tokens. Okay, cool. For 5 mana, it puts 7 power on the board. That's decent. That's good parity. As long as Michonne is equipped, she must be blocked if able. Okay, that's cool. You equipped her, if you want to kill their stuff, they have to block. Whenever Michonne and at least 2 zombies attack, she gains indestructible till the end of turn. She is a good, Voltron type commander, but, there's better. Not really Voltron, but, there's better commanders for this amount of mana. Or for this amount of mana. And I think in multiple colors, in more colors, which is important in Commander. This card is not seeing play in Legacy, ever. It's not that great. So I would put her, if I had to rank the cards in here, it'd be Rick number 1. Okay, my thing's getting stuck here. All right, Rick number 1, Glenn 2. I would put Michonne. I'd put Daryl, actually. Michonne and Daryl are very close. I mean, so she gets indestructible, which is kind of cool, but I mean, you got to kind of equip her with stuff or enchantments and whatnot. All right, so we're going to go on to the 5th card. Well, 6th card, if you count Lucille. Obviously, that's pretty cool. Anyway, you can equip Negan with Lucille. All right, Negan, the Cold-Blooded. A very Nicol Bolas type vibe here, but except for it's Mardu. All right, when Negan enters the battlefield, you and target opponent each secretly choose a creature that player controls. So I target my opponent, we each secretly choose a creature that player controls. Then those choices are revealed, and that player sacrifices those creatures. Whenever opponent sacrifices a creature, you create a treasure token. This is actually a pretty decent card. This is a good card in Commander. I think this is a good Commander card. It could be a good Commander to kind of, control the field. I think Negan's probably better as a Commander than any of these cards. So I'd put him number 1 as a Commander in here, but I also yet again think that there's better in these colors. Well, there's better in other colors as a Commander. For Legacy, you're not playing this card in Legacy. It's 5 mana. You're winning if you're playing this, or you're winning if you play something for 5 mana. That's just how Legacy is. I'm not really talking about competitive EDH because it's way more niche than regular Commander with your friends or whatever. So a lot of people are complaining hey, I'm not going to play if my friends play these. Well, look, I'm going to talk about the accessibility of this whole thing while looking at some Walker tokens. The accessibility was, you go on Wizards website. Yes, I know it was $50, but there's other Magic products that are just as expensive or way more. The Wizards website wasn't bumming out either. It was very easy to order. It wasn't super exclusive. Like I said, the only thing that I have an issue with right now is the price gouging now, because now you can't get it. I wish more people did order it. I can tell that a lot of people didn't order it. Because I do think in the future this will be, from a monetary standpoint, valuable. People love The Walking Dead, and people love the first and second season of The Walking Dead, and third and fourth, and up to the fifth season. And this is one of those things where this is nostalgic for Walking Dead fans. This is what season 1 through 5 kind of was. Well, I mean, there was other ones, Shane and stuff like that too, but talking from a Walking Dead perspective, but talking from a Magic the Gathering perspective, I don't think this is bad at all. I do think that these should have been silver bordered cards. I 100% think that these should have been silver bordered. But you know what? They didn't do that. So in the future, they may make these cards more accessible in the sense of they're actual Magic cards. Like, they're different names. Negan will be something else. And, so I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is. The artwork's I like the artwork. It's very comic book style-y. That's just a matter of preference. It's not. Now, for people, it's too gory. Okay. There's been way worse in Magic. This is not that gory compared to some things in older Magic, That's not gory at all. Yes, I understand it does take away a little bit from the magic aspect, magic. But to be honest, I mean, this is more plain Jane than Godzilla, in my opinion. I think Godzilla was more egregious than The Walking Dead. I actually didn't like that crossover that much. But I also, yet again, I'm not a Godzilla fan. So this is not for everybody. Not everybody likes The Walking Dead. So, I will disclaimer here. If you're going to go sit down with your friends, I would discuss if you're going to be playing these. That's the thing. You need to discuss with your friends. Am I allowed to play these cards? Just like anything else in Commander. I don't just go to a table playing land destruction, and, or whatever, some egregious type deck. But you know what? I do think these are I'm actually feeling super nostalgic right now. If I didn't have to go to work, I'd probably go watch season 1 through 5 through The Walking Dead. After that, it kind of gets bleh. But the box is super nice. It's a super nice box. I like that it says Terminus on there. And I think that this is a great thing for people who want to, invest in something that it eventually will be worth more money than a lot of other Magic type things. It's also, I think, if you're a Magic player and you want one of these cards, they're good. I don't think you're going to be seeing them all around everywhere. People didn't really buy it that much. And I don't think they're super overpowered. Glenn is being, like I said, I think is being used a little bit. Rick is definitely being used in Legacy a little bit. But nothing egregious has come from any of these cards. So I think people should just give them a chance. And if they do, if they do, then they might see that it's really not that bad. Really, I honestly think the only one that could cause any problems is Rick, the Steadfast leader. So, anyways, with that being said, I am going to close out with this. If you like it and the price gets cheaper, buy it. If not, don't buy it. That's it. Just like any other product. So overall, I think it was a good product. Should have been silver bordered, but I think it was a good product. Anyways, I'm out. Later.